Chelsea Football Club's Ukrainian left-wing star Mikhailo Mudryk has been suspended from football by the FA until further investigation is conducted on his failed drug test, and now a second test is done. In today's video, we're going to talk about the news outlets that broke this, what's going on, the statement from Chelsea, the statement from Mudryk, and what's going to happen next. After you finish watching this video, you're going to be more informed on this situation. But before we get started, what I'm going to say is we need to be very objective. We need to understand that I am not a doctor. So I am not going to go into the benefits of doing this drug and the benefits of Mudryk on the pitch. It is more of an informative discussion of what is currently in the news. Let's get into it. Let's break this down. Let's be objective and not be biased. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like button. 1,000 likes go a massive way. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And let's get started. So, for those of you that don't know, because why would you know, I am an early bunny, bro. I go to bed at 10 o'clock. I'm one of those people that wakes up in the morning and goes to the gym at 5. I wake up in the morning, 5 o'clock, I check my phone. My phone's blowing up. I've got people DMing me and telling me, Alex, have you seen this Mudryk news? I've got no clue what they're talking about. Reports in Ukraine, overnight, the reports came out around about 12 o'clock UK time, are saying that Mudryk has been suspended because he has failed a drugs test. And that at this moment in time, there is a sample B currently being tested on Mikhailo Mudryk, and this was requested by the association that is currently testing it. This is all we heard from Ukraine. People were telling me make a video. I can't make a video on that information. There is nowhere near enough information from a source that I've never heard of prior to today. However, as time went on, more information came out. The information has come out from now the FA that the player has been suspended. More information has come out from Matt Law. More information has come out from Ben Jacobs, Chelsea Football Club themselves, and Mudryk to confirm that this story is true. A lot of us have been asking the question, where is Misha? Where is Mikhailo? Why is Mikhailo Mudryk not playing? We're not even told what kind of injury he is. We're not told anything. We're just told he's not available. Why is he not available? However, what has come out is Matt Law saying that it's something called melodomin, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not pronouncing it wrong. What it does, apparently, it's a performance-enhancing drug that was banned in 2016. Maria Sharapova is a major athlete that has used this in the past, and her sentence from 2 years got reduced to 15 months, where it was proven that she did not take it intentionally. So let that be almost an indicator in a different sport, somebody that's taken this. This is a drug that was utilized apparently a lot during the USSR, and a lot of the army would take it because it improves your stamina, improves your concentration, and essentially the side effects are very beneficial to a footballer. However, we don't know if Mudryk has taken it or not. We genuinely do not know at this moment in time, so please, once again, I want to reiterate, do not jump to conclusions. However, this has come out now that Chelsea have got a statement, and the club statement was actually very good. This club statement said, look, we support the FA with their testing of not only Mikhailo Mudryk, but all players. 100% agree with that line. No cheating should be allowed in football. If someone cheated, they should pay the consequences. If they didn't, so be it. Then they said, Mikhailo Mudryk is denied ever knowingly taking a banned substance or taking one in general. And for me, that line there is protecting the club, right? He has told them evidently, I've never taken anything. I've never known that what I was taking is going to improve. And this is all the club can do at this moment in time. People want more. People are saying, why is there no more information? What can the club say? Genuinely, they're at the mercy of the test, and they're at the mercy of Mudryk telling the truth. Because at this moment in time, all they can say is, we respect the FA, and we're standing by our player, our employee. I think that's fair, and I don't expect more from the club. The Mudryk side of the story is very interesting, because Mudryk has now come out, and he basically said he's shocked on Instagram, and that it is something that he wasn't aware of. He doesn't know what's happened. He is getting his team to investigate it, and once he's aware of what's happened, he'll come out and say more. But all he's focused on is proving his innocence and getting back onto the football pitch. And now this is where I'm going to have to give my 2 cents on the situation. This is a mess. This is an absolute bloody mess. And the reason I say this is a mess is because, number one, this brings just negative publicity to the club. The club that is doing well, a club that's had scandal after scandal. It is never boring being a Chelsea fan, is it? Genuinely. There's always something to talk about. Whether it's on the field issues, off the field issues, there's always something surrounding this club. And at this moment, this is another one of those things that, in my opinion, we didn't need. However, in life, this is what happens. And Mudryk is an expensive signing that has not worked out. Don't let anybody lie to you that Mudryk is on the progress of being good. Mudryk is closer to being at the club than he is in the club's future. Because the way Jadon Sancho is performing, the way Joao Felix is performing, Neto, Noni, and Palmer is far exceeding anything Mudryk is doing. So straight away, he's under pressure there. What I think it needs to be considered, and these are the three things. Number one, Mudryk is responsible for what goes into his body. Footballers get paid a heck of a lot of money. And the reason they get paid for this is, number one, the inconvenience of how famous you are. Number two, what they do is a unique attribute that not many people can do in life. And number three, there are so many restrictions on your life. Once you're a footballer, you get compensated for it. And one of these restrictions is what you can do, what you can't do. You can't be in nightclubs. You can't be doing this. You can't be doing that. And for him, he is responsible. His team is him. People that represent him are him. And that is the reality of it. His employees are him. The association, the company that is Mudryk. So if his trainer or his nutritionist or whoever responsible gave him a supplement to put into his body, it's his fault. And that's the sad reality of it. You know, people are going to make excuses and people are going to say he's guilty. I don't think he's guilty yet because we haven't seen the results and we haven't had the severe outcome that has come out from this whole situation. So we need to be very patient and we need to be very understanding of what is going on here. It is far bigger than football tribalism. This is far bigger than football tribalism. And I think we need to be very adult-like about this situation. It could be very easy to poke jokes. People say, no, it's the worst signing ever. Yo, this guy is refreshing that page on the URL that's going to tell him whether it's positive again or negative, like it's his uni results. This result could change his life. It could change the trajectory of his career even more than it already has. Genuinely, I feel sorry for him, but at the same time, it is his body. Look at what happened to Paul Pogba. Like, Paul Pogba literally got suspended for a significant period of time. If it can happen to Pogba and he got suspended, trust me, it can happen to Mykhailo Mudryk. And the final thing that we can do is, as fans now, we can't be reading every little source, because now what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of clickbait. There's going to be a lot of people saying stories that aren't true. Like, for example, there was already a story that went around saying, oh, he was it was put into his food without his knowledge, and this could have been one of those secret things that absolutely drugged him. I think we need to be very respectful now of how sensitive this topic is and understand if Mudryk was guilty, he needs to be banned. And because you can't give allowances in this situation. You can't take drugs to get an advantage, in my opinion, in any industry, let alone the football industry. And for me, it's just a shame that this has come out. It's just another scandal that the club does not need and Mudryk personally doesn't need. So I feel for him, but at the same time, like I say, life is tough. You are responsible for what goes into your body. This was the Kavkas View. Stay tuned, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Go watch one of my old videos to ease up the burden a bit, but this is an absolute mess. Genuinely, it is.